All right, John Gooden, very excited to be joined by a man who's still revelling in his success after the weekend. Leon Rocky Edwards, 0121 in the building. How are we doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm very well, out in Vegas now. Chilling out a little bit, but yeah, we're all good.
I like it. Listen, I've been waiting a little while to have a positive conversation with you, Leon, and here we are. We can finally talk some success stories.
For sure, it's been a long, John, it's been a long road, so I'm happy now to be coming back on the show and we're talking positivity, Just came off one of the biggest wins of my career against Nate Diaz, so it was an interesting fight. It was a fun fight, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I want to get into it on a couple of different levels. Was there a sense of relief, celebration, in that terms of that balance? Where were you at after so long out and obviously going up against Nate, who's such a big name?
Like relief, it's been, like I said, it's been a long road and been a lot of ups and downs. So I'm just happy to have won out there, competed against a guy like Nate Diaz, getting the victory in the way I did it. So it was a good fight, man. It was a very good fight, skill set wise and mentally wise, and it's putting back right where I left off, So it feels good.
Yeah, I like it. Now, listen, I've forgotten what it's like to be at a live event. So can you remind me what it's like to be surrounded by adoring fans?
It was a crazy week, like having fans coming up to you every day, and at the weigh-ins, at the presser. It was like so real, It's been like, for me anyway, it's been like about a year and a half, 2 years since I had like fans at the event, So it was a fun thing to do, and the energy was through the roof, So it was good.
Yeah, because when I visited you in Birmingham, we were talking about the whole no fans thing versus having a sellout stadium, and you were looking at the positives of both, if we're honest. But now that you've felt it again, like, is there any comparison?
Nah, there's no comparison, I think at the time when I fought to the Apex, when there's no fans, I did say to my team, I kind of enjoyed it, I kind of liked it, and but now going back to fans, like, nah, I definitely don't prefer it,
Yeah.
So it was a good event, man. It was, like I said, the fans was amazing. Even though they booed me, but it still was amazing,
Well, listen, I don't know if you've seen the news back here in the UK, but there was a real surge of emergency services calls at around the sort of 5-6 a.m. mark on Sunday morning, particularly in coming from the Birmingham area. Maybe in Jamaica they had this as well. Turns out you were stressing out a whole nation, Leon. What went down in that fifth round? A lot of cardiac arrests going on.
Bro. I was stressing out my mom. Everyone was like, "What the hell are you doing?" I think it's like I dominated the fight for 24 minutes. I dominated the fight. I was in control of the whole fight, and I looked at the clock. There's only a minute left, So kind of like my brain kind of switched off for some reason, and it's something I need to work on, because I realized I do it as well in the gym, So I'm gonna have to go back in my team and work on stay mentally in the fight all the way through. Even when you're dominating the fight, if you're dominating the fight, definitely need to be more mentally switched on. You can't switch off, and that's what I did, and I paid the price for it. Caught me a nice straight right through the guard, But like I said, I show my toughness, I show my heart, I show my durability, and I read out the last minute of the fight and getting the victory.
Can you take me through, step by step, what goes through your mind? Because I think I saw you look up the clock, and my memory was after you got tagged, but maybe it was before. But in that moment, I would imagine your body's doing different things to what your mind is actually thinking it should be doing, right? Yeah. But in your words, how do you manage that situation?
I knew. Once I called a shot, it kind of woke me up, I could see everything I was doing after that. I was just trying to ride the wave, not fall into, because he did the same shot to Connor, and Connor he shot for the takedown. That's when he got choked out, Right. So leading up to the fight, if you watch the fight, I didn't shoot no singles, no double legs, because I know once I shoot single and double legs, it's going to look to wrap the neck. So even when I was hurt, I was still conscious enough to know that don't shoot for single or double. I was just covering up, trying to hold, just show my gym, my my knowledge after the fight, show my knowledge of what I need to do, even in a hurt state, you know. So, like I said, it's a fight. You don't go in the ring without getting wet. I got wet that time. It was a good shot, you know. And it is what it is. Fair play to him. Like I said, Nate's the G, and he's been around the game a long time. You know, he's a experienced veteran of the game. When I started my pro debut, he was all the headlining UFC events, you know. So, fair play to the man.
Yeah, been around a long, long time. So during the fight, there were the antics that we've come to know and love from Nate. Some different stuff as well. Now, I got to come down to Birmingham, and you had your own version of Nate in camp, who was doing similar kind of stuff, but on a serious level. As funny as that was for me to witness, do you think that helped?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Having a guy like Nathan, that's in my camp.
Yeah, what do they call him? Is it like the Birmingham? What did the guys from the States call him?
Is that the Walmart Nate Diaz?
Love that.
You know, but it was a perfect training partner for this camp. You know, similar build, similar height, similar range. It was mimicking his fighting pattern perfectly. So yeah, having him in the gym and he's doing all this when I'm hitting him, it kind of like kept me, when they were doing it to me in the fight, it kind of kept me like, you know, just stay calm, don't fall into his game plan. He does it when you catch him in a good shot, you know, or if you hurt him, it's all like talking shit to you and shit. So yeah, like I said, I got a solid team around me in Birmingham as he's seen, and we always plan for every scenario, you know.
Yeah.
Apart from the left hand.
Who gave you the biggest telling off about that right hand out of the team?
Who do you think, Dave?
Papa Dave?
Papa Dave, mate. It's like is what it is, you know. So you show your heart, you show your toughness, and it's a fight, you know. So is what it is.
Yeah. Well, can we just talk about the inclusion of Coach Henry, into your camp? Because from an outside point of view, I think I saw your evolution with your elbow game against Gunnar Nelson. I think that's pretty close to when Henry came in. I might be wrong. But then we saw, and Henry, by the way, I should have prefaced this. He's a Muay Thai specialist, and we saw that step through sweep a few times as well, which was money. I really like that as well. But can you talk about the confidence that you're getting from working with Henry, especially?
Henry's like I said, since going to Nelson, start working with Henry. He's a great addition to the team, and he's helped my strike and lead some bounds, you know. And so to have him on the team and having to pick his brain to do his striking, that's where that suit came from, you know. We noticed that Diaz was very side on. So one day I was in the gym, I should try this Muay Thai sweep, you know. And I was landing it in sparring. So after that, I thought, okay, let me try it out, and it actually worked, you know. In the fight, I thought I'll do it again. It's a good little technique, you know. To like, it's like a flossing technique in Muay Thai, you know, like just like bang. So it was a good technique. But like I said, Coach Henry he's my main striking coach at the moment, and he's great, you know.
Yeah, it's one of those techniques, and this is aside from Nate Diaz, but it's really annoying. When someone does that to you, you get proper annoyed because you don't feel like
it's like a disrespectful technique, you know. Like if you're in the gym and someone like do that to you, it's like what the f***? It's like it's like disrespectful, you know. But it's all good.
Yeah, no, I did enjoy that. And by the way, I was just checking out your social media, and you've actually put up a bunch of training footage and how that translated to the fight, which we don't see many people do, actually. I really like seeing that because it shows the way you guys are preparing, and you're obviously getting it right. What was the reason you put that out?
Just to show my team mental, you know, and the way they approach a fight and game planning is very important to game planning for us, you know. I believe everyone is, like I said in my caption, everyone is tough in the UFC. What separates us is our teams, our fight IQ, and the way we approach the game, you know. So it was good to show what we've been working on for this specific fight with my team, you know. Obviously, for a different fight, be totally different techniques and different style of combinations and how I'll come out, you know. So after the fight, you can put it up because it doesn't matter, you know. But just wanted to show just how smart my team is, and what we was thinking going into the fight, and how much of it worked out, you know. And I'll say about 90% of it worked out in the fight. You know, just the way we pictured it in our brain is the way it played out exactly. You know.
Yeah, lovely stuff. It was a big fight for you, Leon, because of the name value of Nate Diaz. I think that's what a lot of this came down to. How was that when you actually go through the process and you feel it, the fans and things of that nature? What did it bring about?
At the time, I kind of like kept in like a state where I just like I didn't give a shit with Nate or whoever it is. I'm here to get a job done, you know, and I think you had to stay in that mindset to compete against someone like Nate Diaz. Because if you go there with the mindset, oh, like this is Nate Diaz, and be like a fan of Nate Diaz, you kind of like fall into it, and that's when you get beat, you know. So yeah, at the time, I kind of is what it is. I didn't see him as a person that's standing in the way of me feeding my family, standing in the way of me achieving my goal, you know. And that's all cinemas at the time. And I was now come back from the fight after getting a victory, and looking back, it's like, oh shit, I beat Nate Diaz, you know. It's like, what the fuck? Like I said, when I started, mate, he was already like headlining him and his brother in the UFC and big names in the UFC, you know. So now to be adding him to my resume, so it's a great thing for me, for Birmingham, for what we're doing in Birmingham, and it's just showing how much we're improving, you know.
Did you get a little rub from going up against such a high profile guy?
Yeah, for sure. I think, like I said, it teaches you to handle pressure. It teaches you how to handle different scenarios. Let's say when I do go into a title fight, I've fought one of the biggest names in the sport, you know. So from there, it's only like is what it is, you know. I've seen the other side of the coin, and it's what it is, you know.
And more people got to hear your story being told. You obviously told your story on the Countdown show, and I'm sure countless interviews that followed as well. Are you feeling now that the fans are understanding you a little bit more?
Yeah, for sure. I think the more I tell my story, the more they understand me. You know, I think at the time when I first got into the UFC, I weren't telling my story because like where I was coming from is like, you don't talk about what you've been through, what's going on. You know, just like is what it is. But like I said, I'm just happy to be able to tell my story now to show other people coming under me to look what I'm doing. You know, I come from where I came from, and look what I'm doing, what I'm achieving. So it's something I'll keep doing, something that now I enjoy doing it, telling my story and sharing with different people and talking to different people, and I can see that it's helping other kids, you know, because they message me on Instagram and said, I hear his story similar to my story and stuff like that. So it's all good.
Yeah, man. Very well. Talking of fans, now after being down the gym, I know I've heard the music that you play. I know you're a Belieber. Justin Bieber was in the crowd. Did you go and ask for a little cheeky photo with Justin Bieber? You know, being such a big fan and all.
I didn't know he was there, John. Is that after I got backstage and I checked my Instagram, I was like, Justin Bieber is there? I didn't realize he was there till after the fight. I was like, I could have got a picture of him, but I didn't get to see him because after the fight, like there was like meeting, you know. So I didn't get to like see no one. Just literally from the cage straight to like doing interviews and doing like that was it, you know. But that was sick to have like Justin Bieber there, you know.
Yeah, it's a shame that you couldn't put like a picture of the selfie next to that big poster that you've got of him in your bedroom as well. Do you know what I
mean? Oh no.
Yeah, that would have been something, right? Very cool. Well, listen, I guess we've got to talk about what's next then. Well, actually, before we get to that, how do you celebrate a win like that? What does Leon Edwards do after, you know, taking out Nate or going to distance and taking a name like Nate Diaz?
Well, with the after party plan, no, I had a hosting party, me, Israel. So I took the whole team went back to like after party, you know, at the club and just chilled and celebrate. Israel got his defending his title. I got one of the biggest win of my career. So just like celebrate with our teams.
Amazing. What have you got planned for when you get back home?
I want to go take my son on holiday, you know. Like I said, I've been in camp now for like a year and a half. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of like mentally and physically, you know. So it's good to like go back with my family, chill out with my family, celebrate with my family. Because they just as much as my gym family has done a lot for me over the last year and a half, so has my personal, my actual family, you know. So just gonna go back to them, celebrate with them, just chill out a little bit.
You know, it's still, we've got this whole lockdown malarkey. So does this mean a caravan? Is it a caravan in Great Yarmouth for you and the boy?
I said that they like extended it to July, right, or something.
Yeah, 4 weeks. They're extending it.
For sake. So yeah, I don't know.
You might have to get some of that UK sunshine.
I don't know.
Find a way. Well, I'm sure you will be planning once you've got your vacation, your holiday out of the way. So what is the plan from here? Because I was listening to Kamaru Usman. He was, you know, quite nondescript, I guess, with the result of your performance. And then the boss man did say that Colby was next for Kamaru. So in your mind, you know, how do you unravel all of that?
I don't know. I got a meeting this week with the UFC, so let's see what they say, you know. Let's say they do give Colby the title shot. I'm not fighting no one else unless it's a title shot, and that's the shit. You know? I'm not gonna start fighting like 10, 11, 12 fights and still ain't got a title shot. Like I've earned my way. You know, like I said, I didn't bitch, I didn't moan. When I took my loss against Kamaru, I worked my way back up to now like a 9, 10 fight win streak. I feel like I deserve the slot. You know, Colby got knocked out for the title shot, went and got like a weird win, and I was back in for the title shot. You know, which is fucked up, you know, but it is what it is. But let's say, like I said, they do give him the title shot in summer. Then I'll fight to win it later on this year, you know. But I'm not fighting no one else. I know they're talking about Masvidal, but I mean, I actually fought Masvidal 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, like running him down, and he kept turning me down and said, "Nah, I don't want to fight," even though the UFC wanted it. So now I feel he's just been chinned for the world title. I don't feel I need to do that now, you know. I'll wait for my title shot. And that's just it. I worked hard to get here, and just more time to plan, you know.
So you'd rather wait out than get it back, you know, get that. I don't. It's not a score necessarily, because I think it goes a little bit deeper with Masvidal, because it's not like on the record. So you'd rather wait that one out, because in my mind, I mean, I don't know how long Masvidal is going to be hanging around for, you know, for you as an opponent.
Yeah, I think about let's just say it plays out. They've come to me with a good deal and good money. Probably, you know, I might think about it, but now my mind is totally focusing on the world title shot, you know.
Okay, and now Kamaru Usman, obviously still the king of the welterweights. I was doing an Inside the Octagon show with Walt Harris, and he told me that Francis Ngannou, for the last couple of years, had dedicated a portion of his fight camp to preparing for Stipe Miocic, and we all saw what happened. Now, do you and the team do something similar, or even personally? Because I know that you manage a lot of your own training and your mental preparation. Yeah. Do you always have Kamaru in your mind when you get on the mats?
Yeah, for sure, because he's been like the champion now for a while, you know, and it seems like he's improving. So he's always the guy that we've been planning for since my last loss to him. You know, it's always that I know we're going to meet again somewhere down the line, whether he's the champion or not. I know that we're going to meet somewhere down the line, because he's winning, I'm winning. Eventually, we're going to meet again, you know. So we've seen his patterns. We know exactly what he does, and like I said, I've got a great team behind me, and when the time comes, I'll show the world. I know everyone thinks it's an impossible task that can't be done, but I'll show them that it can be done, you know. And I cannot wait, man. It's a fight that's gonna change my life, change my family's life, and I take it serious, you know. So I'm looking forward to it.
This could be your year, Leon. 2021. It could be the year.
It will be my year, brother. I'm telling you, man. I'll be a world champion by the end of the year. I'm telling you, I can feel it, you know. And like I said, I believe it happened for a reason, and however it plays out, you know. But I will be a world champion by the end of the year.
I love that. I mean, I would like to finish on that point, but I just got to talk about being inspired by Brandon Moreno. You were in the building. Like, did you get to watch the fight?
Not properly. I seen it finish because I did an interview. Like, I seen it as I was in an interview, you know. But like, he's a fair play to him, man. He's a good kid, you know. He's a very nice, humble kid. And all week, my team was like, we want him to win, you know, because he's such like a nice person, you know. I was like, I love for him to do it, for him to go out there and did what he did. Is that was sick, man. It's like a thing that shows that look, rematches, it can be done. You know, there's nothing impossible if you work hard, put your brain to it. You can become a world champion. You know, and look, and he showed it. You know,
Yeah.
So fair play to him.
Yeah, and fellow UK standout Paul Craig. I mean, wow, that's quite something. Were you warming up watching him and then watching with that submission?
Yeah, we was in the same locker room, so we was warming up like next to each other, you know.
Okay.
So to see him go out there and get that done, congrats to him, you know. I see him, he was actually drilling it backstage with his team, like the armbar, and I was, you know. So fair play to him to go out there and get it done.
Yeah, it was a good night for you guys. Great stuff. Leon, looks like you got time for yourself now. A little bit of celebration, get this vacation started. I wish you all the very best with those meetings with the UFC. I hope you get what you're looking for. And we are looking forward to what happens for the rest of 2021 for you and all the other guys from Birmingham.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate it as always. Always a great interview as well.
Nice one. Cheers, mate. See you soon.